The lost children of West Africa. Following an ancient tradition, these boys have been sent by their families, often hundreds of kilometers away, to learn the Qur'an in the big cities of northern Nigeria. One of a network of Islamic boarding schools called the Almajiri. Once here, they have no other education, no money, and no family. All of these children from across northern Nigeria and West Africa in these dark, cramped conditions not only study here, but must eat and sleep here as well. Almajiri boys must beg to survive. This young man from neighboring Niger spoke to us on condition we hide his identity for fear of his life. He explained to us how many of the schools use some of the children as foot soldiers in religious clashes. In 2000, he lost his arm in religious violence that killed over 1,000 people here in Kaduna. I blame my Quranic teacher who sent me to fight during the riots, he tells us. He has ruined my life. The only census ever taken was in Kano State, which found in 2006 there were 1.2 million Almajiri children in Kano alone. One researcher working with UNICEF estimates 60% of the children never return home.
We can see the manifestations in child begging, child destitution, child trafficking, and then they are easily instigated for them to be involved as children in such conflicts that have largely been violent and largely also been very bloody in this actually part of the world.
The government is looking into monitoring and licensing schools like this one. But one group piloting such a program complains of too little funding. They warn the consequences of ignoring the children could be dire.
They are real threats. They are real problems to the society. Unless you address this issue now, otherwise these children one day will take over the control of this country in a very, very unpleasant way.
A grim prediction from the agency responsible for Nigeria's poor, where the government worries that some children in a generation victimized by poverty and a failed education system will grow up to become potential threats to the country's future. Christian Purefoy, CNN, Zaria, Nigeria.